Welcome, this is Carrie Schell from On Point Quilter. Today on Facebook, I saw a post from the American Quilters Society. They posted a picture of an amazing quilt by Kathy Bradbury of Milton, Florida. As I was looking at the center of the quilt, I realized the layout is one that is actually in the EQ Stars layout library. Let me show you how to use it in today's video. On the home screen, select New Project, label it Broken Star, and select OK. Select Libraries and select Layout Library. Navigate to Layouts by Style, click on the plus, and select the Stars layouts. Scroll, and the layout we're looking for is Star 49. Select it, edit to Quilt Worktable. Select the Hide Show Quilt patch lines to see the actual layout. Let's draft blocks for the layout. Select the block worktable. Select a new block, Pieced Easy Draw block. In the Precision toolbar, type in 5 for the width and height. Also type in 5 for the snaps. With snapping options, just snap to grid. Select Grid and change the columns and rows to 5 by 5. Click, hold, and drag a grid from the upper left to lower right corner. Select the Color tab. Use the paintbrush to color the block. Select Add to Project Sketchbook. Select the Quilt Worktable. Select Set Block. Locate the block that was just drawn and click on the 8 diamonds in the center. Select Rotate and rotate the blocks so we have the same part of the block facing out. Select Set Block. Using the same block, click on all of the additional diamonds in the quilt. Use Rotate and again, rotate the blocks so the same corner is facing out for each of the blocks. Select Add to Project Sketchbook. Select the block worktable and select a new block, Pieced Easy Draw block. Select the Arc tool, and before using it, change the snaps horizontal and vertical to 10 by 10. Then drag an arc from 1.5 inches on the bottom to 1.5 inches on the right. Use the space key on your keyboard to change the direction of the arc. For the next arc, we're going to go from 4 inches on the bottom to 4 inches on the right. With the Edit tool, select the larger arc, change stagger segment to 6, and select Apply. With the Edit tool, select the smaller arc, and change partition segment to 6 and select Apply. The difference between partition and stagger is with stagger you have a half arc at the beginning and the end. Select the Line tool and under Snapping Options turn off Snap to Grid and turn on Snap to Nodes. Use the Line tool and connect up the nodes between the partitioned arc and the staggered arc. Select the Color tab and color the block and add to Project Sketchbook. Select the Quilt Worktable and under Block Tools, Set Block, locate the latest block. Click on the 8 squares in the center of the quilt. Select Rotate and adjust so that the spiky units are touching the center. Under Set Block, locate the same block and click on 2 of the 3 blocks in each of the corners. select Rotate and click on individual blocks to rotate so the center of the spiky unit faces into the diamonds. Under Fabric Tools, use the eyedropper to identify the background, do a swap color, and select one of the uncolored squares. Select the Border tab, change the border to mitered, and change the size to a 1/2 inch. Select the Design tab, and with the paintbrush, identify a fabric, and with the controller command key, recolor the border. Select Hide Show Quilt Patch Lines, and add to Project Sketchbook. I noticed that when I selected the zoom in and zoomed in on the center of the quilt, that I saw some white spaces that seemed a little large between blocks. So I decided to go back to Block Tools, use Adjust, and clicked on a number of the blocks. Now, most of the blocks had an XY axis that was a whole number. So it's like 0 or 7 or 14. And yet when I selected a couple of the blocks, it wasn't a whole number. And so for those blocks, I went ahead and I adjusted the x-axis, in this case to 7, in this case to 12, and then for this third block, I adjusted to 7. This did appear to eliminate the gaps that I had identified and was probably a problem in the initial layout from the library. Select Add to Sketchbook to save. Let's replace the 5x5 grid with a different block. Under Block Tools Set Block, I'm going to use the EQ default variable star. Before clicking on any of the block spaces, go to Worktable Options, and under Setting Blocks, make sure Maintain the Block Rotation from the current quilt when replacing blocks is turned on, and select OK. Then click on each of the 5x5 grid blocks. Select Fabric Tools and use Swap Color to recolor the quilt, and add to Project Sketchbook. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you are seeing the possibilities with the star layouts in the EQ library. They are incredibly versatile, and I look forward to seeing what blocks you choose to use in a layout. If you are just getting started exploring electric quilt, check out my Introduction to Electric Quilt classes, which is Shoot for the Stars with EQ8. Or if you're ready for a deeper dive, check out the Techno Quilter membership.